And I said to Moshe, Pinchas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aharon, the Cohen, has deflected my anger from the people of Israel by being as zealous as I am, so that I didn't destroy them in my own zeal. Therefore say, I am giving him my covenant of shalom, making a covenant with him and his descendants after him, that the office of Cohen will be theirs forever. This is because he was zealous on behalf of his God and made atonement for the people of Israel. The name of the man from Israel who was killed, put to death with the woman from Midian, was Zimri, the son of Salu, leader of one of the clans from the tribe of Shimon. And the name of the woman from Midian who was killed was Cosbi, the daughter of Zur, and he was head of the people in one of the clans of Midian. Adonai said to Moshe, treat the Midianim as enemies and attack them, because they are treating you as enemies by the trickery they used to deceive you in the Peor incident, and in the affair of their sister Cosbi, the daughter of the leader from Midian, the woman who was killed on the day of the plague in the Peor incident after the plague. Adonai said to Moshe and Eleazar and the son of Aharon the Cohen, take a census of the entire assembly of the people of Israel, 20 years old and over, by their ancestral clans, all who are subject to military service in Israel. Moshe and Eleazar the Cohen spoke with them on the plains of Moab by the Jordan, across from Jericho, explaining those 20 years old and over who came out of the land of Egypt, as Adonai ordered Moshe and the people of Israel. The census results begin with Reuven, the firstborn of Israel. The descendants of Reuven were Hanok, the family of Hanokai, of Palu, the family of Palui, Hetzron, the family of Hetzroni, and the Carmi, the family of Carmi. These were the families of the Reuveni. Of them were counted 43,730. The sons of Palu, Eliav, and the sons of Eliav, Nemuel, Datan, and Aviram. And these are the same Datan and Aviram, men of reputation in the community, who rebelled against Moshe and Aharon and Korach's group. When they rebelled against Adonai, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up together with Korach, when that group died and the fire consumed 250 men, they became a warning sign. However, the sons of Korach did not die. The descendants of Shimon by their families were of Nemuel, the family of Nemueli, of Yamin, and the family of Yamini, Yakin, and the family of Yakini, of Zerach, and the family of Zerachi, and of Shaul, the family of Shauli. These were the families of Shimoni, 22,200. The descendants of Gad, by their families, were of Zephon, the family of Zephoni, and of Haggai, the family of Haggai, of Shunai, the family of Shunai, of Ozni, the family of Ozni, of Eri, the family of Eri, of Arad, the family of the Aradai, and of Areli, the family of the Areli. These were the families of the sons of Gad, according to those counted of them 40,500. The sons of Yehuda, first Er and Onan, but Er and Onan died in the land of Canaan. The sons of Yehuda who had descendants were of Shelah, the family of Shelani, of Peretz, the family of Partzi, and of Zerach, and the family of Zerachi. The sons of Peretz were of Hetzron, the family of the Hetzroni, and the Hamul, the family of Hamuli. These were the families of Yehuda, according to those counted on them, 76,500. The descendants of Yissachar by their families were of Tola, the family of Tolai, Puva, the family of Punai, Yashuv, the family of Yeshuvai, and Shimron, the family of Shimronai. These were the families of Issachar, according to those counted of them, 64,300. The descendants of Zebulun by their families were of Sered, the family of Sardai, of Elon, the family of Eloni, and of Yachleel, the family of Yachlelai, and these were the families of the Zebuluni, according to those counted on them, 60,500. The sons of Yosef by their families were Manasseh and Ephraim. The descendants of Manasseh were of Machir, the family of Machir. Machir was the father of Gilead. Of Gilead, the family of Gileadi. These are descendants of Gilead, of Lazer, of the family of Lazerai, of Helek and the family of Helkai, of Asriel, the family of Asrielai, and of Shechem, the family of Shechemani, Shmida, the family of Shmidai, and of Hefer, the family of Hephrai. Zolafkad, the son of Hefer, had no sons, but daughters. The names of the daughters of Zolafkad were Machla, Noah, Hogla, Milcah, Tirzah. And these were the families of Manasseh. Of them were counted 52,700. These are the descendants of Ephraim by their families of Shutelach, the family of the Shutelachai, of Becher, the family of Bechrai, Tacon, the family of Taconai. These are the descendants of Shetulach, of Aaron, the family of Aaronai. These are the families of the descendants of Ephraim, according to them, and to those of them that were counted, 32,500. These were the descendants of Joseph by their families. The descendants of Benjamin by their families were of Bela, the families of Bali, Ashbel and the family of Ashbeli, of Akiram, the family of Akirami, of Shufam, the family of Shufami, and of Hufam, the family of Hufami. The sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman. Of Ard, the family of the Ardai, and of Naaman, the family of Naomi. And these are the descendants of Benjamin by their families. Of them were counted 45,600. The descendants of Dan by their families were of Shukam, the family of the Shukami. These are the families of Dan by their families. All the families of Shukami, according to those of them were counted, were 64,400. The descendants of Asher by their families of Yimnah, the family of Yimnah and Yishvi, the family of Yishvi and Beriah, and the family of Berii. Of the descendants of Beriah of Hever, the family of the Hevrai and the Malkiel, the family of Malkieli. The name of Asher's daughters were Sirach. These were the families of the descendants of Asher, according to them that were counted, 53,400. The descendants of Naphtali by their families of Yachziel, the family of the Yachzieli, of the Gunai, and the family of the Gunai, of Yetzer, the family of Yitzri, of Shelim, the family of the Shumli. These are the families of Naphtali, according to their families. Those of them that were counted were 45,400. Thus those who were counted of the people of Israel numbered 601,730. Adonai said to Moshe, "The land is to be parceled out among these as a possession to be inherited, according to the number of names. To those families with more persons you were to give a greater inheritance, and to those with fewer you were to give a smaller inheritance. Each family's inheritance is to be given according to the number counted in it. However, the land is to be awarded by lot. They will inherit according to the names of the tribes of their ancestors, but the inheritance is to be parceled out by lot between the families with more and those with fewer. Those counted among the Levi by their families were of Gershon, the family of the Gershoni, of Kahat, the family of Kahati, and of Merari, the family of Merari. These are the families of Levi: the family of Levni, the family of the Hevroni, and the family of the Machli, the family of the Mushai, and the family of the Korchai. Kahat was the family of Amram. The name of Amram's wife was Yocheved, and the daughter of Levi, who was born to Levi in Egypt. And she bore to Aharon, Moshe, and their sister Miriam. To Aharon were born Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar and Itmar. But Nadab and Abihu died when they offered on the authorized fire before Adonai. Those males, 1 month old or older, more counted of the Levi were 23,000. These were not included in the census of the people of Israel, because no land for inheritance was given to them among the people of Israel. These are the ones counted by Moshe and Eleazar the Cohen, who took a census of the people of Israel in the plains of Moab, by the Yarden across from Jericho. But there was not a man among them who had also been included in the census of Moshe and Aharon the Cohen when they enumerated the people of Israel in the Sinai desert, because Adonai had said of them, "They will surely die in the desert." So there was not left even one of them, except Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and Yehoshua, and the son of Nun. Then the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, and the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, approached. These were the names of his daughters: Machlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They stood in front of Moshe, Eleazar the Cohen, the leaders, and the whole community at the entrance to the tent of meeting, and said, "Our father died in the desert. He wasn't part of the group who has assembled themselves to rebel against Adonai and Korach's group, but he died in his own sin, and he had no sons. Why should the name of our father be eliminated from his family just because he didn't have a son? Give us property to possess along with the brothers of our father." Moshe brought their cause before Adonai. Adonai answered Moshe, "The daughters of Zelophehad are right in what they say. You must give them property to be inherited along with that of their father's brothers. Have what their father would have inherited passed to them. Moreover, say to the people of Israel, if a man dies and does not have a son, you are to have his inheritance passed to his daughter. If he doesn't have a daughter, give his inheritance to his brothers. If he has no brothers, give his inheritance to his father's brothers. If his father doesn't have brothers, give his inheritance to the closest relative in his family, and he will possess it. This will be the standard for judgment to be used by the people of Israel, as Adonai ordered Moshe." Adonai said to Moshe, "Climb this mountain in the Avarim range and look out at the land which I have given to the people of Israel. After you have seen it, you too will be gathered to your people, just as Aharon, your brother, was gathered. Because in the Zin desert, when the community was disputing with me. You rebelled against my order to uphold my holiness by means of the water, with them looking on. This was Miravat Kadesh spring in the Zin desert. Moshe said to Adonai, "Let Adonai, God of the spirits of all human beings, appoint a man to be over the community, to go out and come in and ahead of them, to lead them out and bring them in, so that Adonai's community will not be like sheep without a shepherd." Adonai said to Moshe, "Take Yehoshua the son of Nun, a spiritual man, and lay your hand on him. Put him in front of Eleazar the Cohen and the whole community, and commission him in their sight. Delegate to him some of your authority, so that the entire community of Israel will obey him. He is to present himself to Eleazar the Cohen, who is to find out by means of the Urim what Adonai's will is for Yehoshua's decisions. Then at his word they will go out, and at the word they will go out in, or they will come in, both he and all the people of Israel with him, the whole community." Moshe did as Adonai had ordered him. He took Yehoshua, put him before Eleazar the Cohen and the whole community, laid his hands on him, and commissioned him, as Adonai had said through Moshe. Adonai said to Moshe, "Give an order to the people of Israel. Tell them you are to take care to offer me at the proper time the food presented to me as offerings made by fire, providing a fragrant aroma for me. Tell them, this is the offering made by fire that you are to bring to Adonai, male lambs in their first year, without defect, 2 daily as a regular burnt offering. Offer the one lamb in the morning and the other lamb at dusk, along with 2 quarts of fine flour as a grain offering, mixed with 1 quart of oil pressed from quart of oil from pressed olives. It is the regular burnt offering, the same as was offered on Mount Sinai to give a fragrant aroma, an offering made by fire for Adonai. Its drink offering is to be 1/4 hin for 1 lamb. In the holy place you are to pour out a drink offering of intoxicating liquor to Adonai. The other lamb you are to present at dusk. Present it with the same kind of grain offering and the drink offering as in the morning. It is an offering made by fire with a fragrant aroma for Adonai. On Shabbat, offer 2 male lambs in their first year without defect, with 1 gallon of fine flour as a grain offering, mixed with olive oil, and its drink offering. This is the burnt offering for every Shabbat, in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. At each Rosh Chodesh of yours, you are to present a burnt offering to Adonai consisting of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year without defect, with 6 quarts of fine flour mixed with olive oil as a grain offering for the 1 ram, and 2 quarts of fine flour mixed with olive oil as a grain offering for each lamb. This will be the burnt offering giving a fragrant aroma, an offering made by fire for Adonai. Their drink offerings will be 2 quarts of wine for a bowl, 1 1/3 quarts for the ram, and 1 quart for each lamb. This is the burnt offering for every Rosh Chodesh throughout the months of the year. Also, a male goat is to be offered as a sin offering to Adonai, in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, is Adonai's Pesach. On the 15th day of the month is to be a feast. Matzah is to be eaten for 7 days. The first day is to be a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work, but present an offering made by fire, a burnt offering to Adonai, consisting of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year. They are to be without defect for you. And with their grain offering, fine flour mixed with olive oil, offer 6 quarts for a bull, 4 quarts for the ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs. Also a male goat as a sin offering to make atonement for you. You to offer these in addition to the morning burnt offering, which is the regular burnt offering. In this fashion you were to offer daily for 7 days the food of the offering made by fire, making a fragrant aroma for Adonai. It is to be offered in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. On the 7th day you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work. On the day of the first fruits, when you bring a new grain offering to Adonai in your feast of Shavuot, you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work, but present a burnt offering as a fragrant aroma for Adonai, consisting of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, 7 male lambs in their first year, and their grain offering, fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for each bull, 4 quarts for the 1 ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs, plus a male goat to make atonement for you. You were to offer these in addition to the regular burnt offerings and its grain offerings. They are to be without defect for you with their drink offerings. In the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work. It is the day of blowing the shofar for you. Prepare a burnt offering to make a fragrant aroma for Adonai, 1 young bull and 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year, without defect, with their grain offering, consisting of fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for the bull, 4 quarts for the ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs, and also 1 male goat as a sin offering to make atonement for you. This is to be in addition to the burnt offering for Rosh Hashanah with its grain offering, the regular burnt offerings with its grain offering, and their drink offerings, according to the rule for them. This will be a fragrant aroma, an offering made by fire to Adonai. On the 10th day of the 7th month, you are to have a holy convocation. You are to deny yourselves, and you are not to do any kind of ordinary work. But you are to present a burnt offering to Adonai to make a fragrant aroma, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year. They are to be without defect for you. With their grain offering, fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for the bull, 4 quarts for the 1 ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the sin offering for atonement, and the regular burnt offering with its grain offering and their drink offerings. Moshe told the people of Israel everything, just as Adonai had ordered Moshe.